All right, Aquarius, this is your reading. I don't know what's going on with this quality. Like, what happened to the regular upload with the phones? I don't know. Hopefully it shows clear, because I uploaded Sag video and it was HD, but it looked like a little blurry to me. All right, so let's see what we have going on for you, Aquarius. These messages are meant to help give you guys guidance. Don't take them as personals. They are collective. Only take what resonates. Look at it from a standpoint of perspective, right? And if these events happen for you, then you already know what you would do in this situation. I also don't read for gender. I read for masculine, feminine energy. So whether you are female or male, you could resonate with either or. And if you guys want to book a personal, the link to that will be in the comment section. Make sure that you guys watch the video on how to book in the playlist. You guys' videos will also have its own playlist. So if you ever miss a zodiac reading, it's going to be in the playlist. The collective readings are going to be on the live tab. These readings are going to be on the home tab. All right, I think that's all I need to tell y'all. Holy Spirit, angel guides, what do we have for Aquarius? What do they need to know at this time on their path? Go with the Lord. We have compassion. You embody emotional wisdom and care, creating a loving space for others. Your deep intuition brings understanding and nurtures harmony. So this is a big part of who you are, right? Your energy is very attractive because it's caring. It's very compassionate. This is just a natural ability that you have, right? So don't ever feel like you're too nice or you're too caring or you're too understanding. I think it's just you need to have a balance of being understanding and being able to always have compassion in a situation, but don't let that compassion overtake you, empower you. I mean, that's not the right word. Overpower you, right? Like to where it's like you accept certain things because of your compassion. We have stability. You master emotional balance. Okay, great. Leading with calm and wisdom. Harmonize logic and feelings to inspire trust and provide guidance. So I think this is something some of you guys are working on, is that balance between your emotions and your logic, and gaining wisdom from the situation. So this helps you make choices, decisions in situations, because you process your emotions, but you make a sound decision based off of how it's going to affect you rather than how it makes you feel, which is growth, which is maturity, right? And some of you guys are leaders. I feel that energy that you guys are in the position of being a leader. So this is something that is vital for you to learn, so that you can be that great leader, right? Sometimes you might not feel like doing something, but you still got to get up, push yourself, show up. Then it'll become a pattern, especially if you're like me and you work for yourself, right? You're not going to get paid unless you do the work, unless you promote yourself, unless you put yourself out there. So if I don't show up, then I'm forgotten about, right? And it's like if you go to a 9-to-5, you know that you're going to be secure. You're going to have that paycheck come in. But if you're working for yourself, you got to push a little bit harder. So I feel like this is just preparing you for a position that you're meant to have, because you are a guide for others. Some of you guys could do tarot like me. You might have some sort of spiritual gift, ability, that you're supposed to use, that is meant to help others heal. Okay, we got cut off. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm going to have to attach the first piece to this part. If I can't attach it, then you guys are going to have two separate videos, and the link will be in the comment section. All right, tell me more about Aquarius. What do Aquarius need to know right now on their path? We have the Magician in the reverse. Something isn't manifesting, but this is because a lack of willpower, right? When you use your willpower, it's moving your energy into a certain specific target. and direction, but you have to balance the light and shadow aspect. So again, our energy that we pulled on was about you being compassionate, and then there's the stability. So it's like, don't let your compassion rule over the decisions that you make. The Magician in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles. What is this about? 8 of Wands. Okay, so you want to go in a new direction. You could be feeling unfulfilled right now at this time in your life. Like either you just want to have a new adventure because you have already reached this success in your life that you kind of feel bored. But then this energy that I'm picking up on is also somebody who can be feeling like they want to change their life, like they want to build something else for themselves or more for themselves. Why do we have the Lovers? 9 of Wands. What else? 9 of Cups. What else? Emperor. Okay. Okay. So there's some sadness over a breakup, a separation, a connection. I feel like you felt like you were supposed to have this 10 of Pentacles with this person. They were supposed to be your forever person. They were supposed to be committed in this connection. You guys were supposed to go on a new adventure together and move in a direction together. I feel like you were choosing this person. You were willing to put up a fight for this person. You was fighting for this person, this connection. Sorry, y'all. This was your wish fulfillment. It did that thing again. Y'all having complications with your video. So it's fitting to the energy of the reading because there's a lot of complications in this connection. But like I said, I feel like you were fighting for this, but it's like it wasn't fighting for you, right? You thought this person was an emperor. But it's like this wasn't materializing. And it's like you had to make a decision, because if you kept yourself connected to this connection, it was just going to keep depleting you, right? So what is the lesson here that Aquarius is learning through this? 9 of Pentacles. What else? 5 of Swords. What else? The Chariot. What else? 7 of Swords. What else? Death in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles. All right. So what you were learning out of this situation was how to hold your independence. I feel like your independence, your self-love, it was being tested. How do you respond when there's something that you want, but it's not giving back to you? It's not reciprocating. It's like, are you going to keep giving to it, hoping that it gives back to you? Or are you going to make the decision to love yourself, choose yourself, right? Because it's like, it could have felt like this was a loss, but in reality, it's like this person wasn't making any real changes. The Death in the reverse is somebody who's very resistant. They're not learning the lesson, seeing it. And what it was teaching you is that when you are beating a dead horse, pretty much in this case, it's like it's not going to yield any results. You're just going to be working harder and harder while that person kind of benefit off of your energy. You're feeding them, but they're not feeding you. So then the connection becomes one way, right? Even if they want you, even if they like you, it's still the fact of when we keep ourselves in situations like that, we keep ourselves back and we remain stuck. So it was a self-deception, and you had to choose to love yourself. But I feel like it was a lesson being learned because, again, you have a compassionate heart. So you tend to look at the bigger picture. You tend to look at, like, maybe you think like, oh, this person needs an opportunity to grow. They just need patience, someone to love them. But in reality, it's like, it's also reflecting a wound that you have, an attachment issue, or feeling like maybe this is the best that you found, because it's like, it's not saying that this connection can't come back together, but it's saying that this person was showing toxic behaviors, but your toxic behavior in it was allowing it to happen the way that it was, when it wasn't yielding the results, when in reality you have so many other fish in the sea, you have so many other options, but you're the one withholding yourself back by trying to give somebody opportunities to grow when you really need to move forward because it's not serving you. Choose a different path. Keep your independence. Go. So it's a codependency. Maybe you want a relationship to help you build yourself up, right? Support you. Not saying that you're not independent. You could be very independent, but it's also like when life gets hard, a lot of people want a partner so that they can lean on. Spirit is like, lean on yourself, right? Always bet on you, because those codependencies help us make bad decisions. Like when we're independent, we choose a partner. It's not based off of what they could provide for us, but what we see in them and what we truly want with them. You get me? Like outside of them having resources to give you. So even if it's difficult, even if it's hard to build something on your own, you have to build it on your own. So this was like a lesson. This was a lesson within this connection for you to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Pull back your energy when it's being used. If you're offering someone love and they're not taking it, choose yourself, walk away. Move in a direction where somebody else will be grateful for what you're giving. And then also learn what reciprocation looks like, right? So it's like the connection can be balanced. It's nothing wrong with having compassion, but you also have to have a healthy balance of what you're allowing people to do to you and how much compassion you have. So just keep moving forward, and you're going to run into this balance, right? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, give me a big fat thumbs up. Thank you guys for always supporting. And if you guys want to book a reading, like I said, the link will be in the comment section. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.